What is up, guys? Welcome back here on the channel. Today we have a brand new video showing you 10 saves you can do. 10 of them you can do on Football Manager 2026. 10 different challenges you can do in the brand new game coming out in literally a matter of days. If you are new around here, my name is Murph, and if you are new to the channel, of course, if you don't mind as well, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let me in the comment section at least 10 ideas which one would be your save to start with on FM26. So into save idea number 1 is coined by Mr. Dr. Benji FM, of course, and that is Glory Hunter. We have to try and win the Champions League, the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, and the top 5 divisions and their domestic trophies across Europe. You use France, you can use whatever you want, basically. You can pick the 5 yourself. But the main ones normally used are the likes of Germany, Italy, France, England, and Spain within that save. Of course, normally, though, there would be international football in there, trying to win the World Cup and the Euros as well. But with no international football right now, anyway, in FM26, maybe cut that part out and just focus on the club level trophies. So, save number 2 is the Fallen Giant save, where you find a team have been relegated down the divisions, like a Deportivo La Coruña. Someone even like a Vitesse, you could say, quite recently as well. I mean, they haven't won European trophies in the past, but it's getting one of those teams that have been dropped down from a higher level, that have been up there in the past, and trying to take it to league glory and even possibly European glory within your saves. So next up would be the Zero Money Challenge, where you spend 0 money within your saves. You don't buy any players at all, only free agents and low move players. If clubs in debts as well, something like Sheffield Wednesday and Morecambe right now, this could be a really good idea to try and fix their financial issues. You can sell your players and make money through sales, but you can actually physically buy players. Spend some money on loans, maybe, if you want to go for everything. When I push the boat, I maybe spend a little bit of money on loans, but free agency and loan moves only, and seeing how far you can take a team using that. And of course, your youth graduate players, your youth players coming through youth intakes as well, using those players in your team as well, not spending any money, and seeing how far you can take that team from the bottom all the way to the top. You're spending 0. With FM26 right around the corner, I want to stop the video there and stop Murph there just because he's beautiful. We have something more important to talk about. FM26, if you've not ordered your copy already, you can go over to Fanatical right now and use the code MurphFM at checkout and save yourself a few pennies and get the game the most discounted rate possible I've seen so far on the internet. I would say that as a salesman, but that is the truth. If you want to buy the game right now, head over to Fanatical. There's a link down below. Use the code MurphFM at checkout. Get yourself a bit of a bargain, early access, Sega approved, all that good stuff. Get it in your basket and get it bought now. Next up on the list would be the Pentagon Challenge. Of course, this year we added dynamic as well, of course, with the women's game in the game as well. We're yet to find out in terms of European competition, in terms of the Women's Champions League is available to play in game as well. Maybe we have done. If we have done, let me know in the comment section. But could you add that dynamic in there as well and try and win the Women's Champions League and then all the Men's Champions League in there as well? Of course, this involves going over to the likes of Africa, Europe, South America, Asia, North America, Egypt. The Egyptian Football League now is now in the game as well. It was for so many years that you can only go to South Africa only. Whilst in Africa, you now have the other option of going to Egypt within the base game. Can you win every Champions League trophy across the whole of the world? Give it a go. So next up is similar to the free agency one, but with a twist. This is called the Director of Football Challenge. But instead of just going loan players and free agents, this time you have 0 control in who gets signed for your club. You go into your responsibilities tab, you click Director of Football to handle all transfers and loan business. That includes sales and buying of players. They will do all the transfer business for you. You're literally just there to train the squad, set the tactic, and play the matches. You are just the coach in this universe. Very realistic to real life these days, where Director of Footballs do handle a lot of the transfer business. How would that work out for you? So next up on today's list is the MoneyBall Challenge. If you're not sure what MoneyBall is, there are loads of other videos explaining what MoneyBall saves are on YouTube. Go check those guys out. Some really great creators who do a lot. Like Hempy does a lot of great work on MoneyBall saves right now as well. So go watch his stuff as well. I'll be linked down below as well. So yeah, MoneyBall Challenge. Basically, no attributes. You cannot see any attributes for your players. You're signing players technically based off of what happens actually in game. If they're getting a lot of shots on goal, is that worthwhile going for a striker? If they win a lot of headers, could they be a good centre-back option? Maybe even a good target forward for your save. There's a lot of better explanations on YouTube for this sake. I've not done one myself before, but maybe it's something we try in FM26. Maybe do a MoneyBall Challenge or series on YouTube maybe in the future. Let me know in the comment section. Would you like to see that sort of thing here on the channel? Something we tried doing FM24 on stream was a Build a Nation Challenge, where you go to a nation, you're trying to take that nation's coefficiency from wherever they are ranked, let's say 64, up to number 1, ahead of England, ahead of Germany, Spain, all the big European countries. Even be somewhere low parts of the world. It can be anywhere in the world to try and do the challenge and try and take your team to coefficient you ranked number 1. This can involve maybe managing multiple clubs as well. You could go to one team, win the league title, let's say 5 times in a row, and now thinking, let's get another team up to that level, a similar level, to get into domestic competitions and do better and win more trophies. Let's take another team from the bottom, start doing the same with them, and slowly building your way up and have 6 or 7 teams that could really put a title challenge in there. And for European trophies, domestic trophies, in terms of winning the Champions League and the competition like that, European trophies, this would be really helpful. It's a great long-term fun save to do within FM26. Next up on the list will be the Journeyman, the classic Journeyman save where you start unemployed, no badges, no job, and you go in there and try and find your first job, earn your badges, and go all the way to the top of football. Some people are trying to make a bit more of a twist on this, but try and get top of the Hall of Fame as well, being the most reputable manager in the whole world ever. But you can make this as long as short as you want to do it. It can be a case of, I want to win the top league trophy in my league I'm working in right now. Like, I want to get a job in the lower league of England. I want to win the Premier League. Or I can go as far as the Champions League. You can go as far as you want to international football when that gets added to the game at a later date. Even try and win back-to-back World Cups. You name it. You can take your Journeyman from wherever you want to start with no badges, with no job, and go all the way to the top or as far as you want to go within your save. Next up, Youth Academy, otherwise makes the mega alert known as Youth 2 Gold, where you have a method of signing players under a certain age cap, and you develop those players and develop a great team of Wonder Kids, a Wonder Kid team, essentially. I had one recently where we did a team up to the age of 21 only. So anyone who's 21 or below could sign for the club, but if you're older than 22 plus, you are not in the team. And by a certain point, I think we got to the point we said about 28, we were selling players as well, so you can add that rule in there as well. Like, you have an age cap on your team. They hit 28, get them out the door. And now for our final save of this, number 10 in this list, is the multi-club ownership save, where you'd be similar to like a Man City right now, own the likes of their ownership of only Man City, they own Melbourne, they own New York City FC, they own a few clubs, and you're trying to win domestically in each continent with this team. You can do it across the whole of the Europe if you really wanted to, and have a team in Germany, a team in Spain, a team in England, and you're trying to make the domestic the best team in your division, or the best team within your country across the whole of Europe by owning 3 or 4 different clubs and basically being the director of football for all these teams and having the assistant run these teams for you. I mean, you could play as the manager as well. Technically, there's different ways of doing this save, but again, there's other versions and better videos on the internet explaining in more detail just how these saves work. But basically, you have more than one manager in your save and you're at different clubs trying to get dominance across a certain area of the world. So that has been my 10 save ideas for FM26. Of course, FM26 will be dropping any moment now. The early access or beta or whatever you want to call it these days should be dropping soon. And of course, the full game comes out on November 4th. If you haven't already ordered it as well, feel free to use my code. There's a link down below for Fanatical, and you get a massive discount there using the code MurphFM as well. So if you haven't ordered already and you want to help me out a little bit as well, feel free to do that as well. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, of course, subscribe, comment down below on your favourite save idea, or let me know what save you're going to do. If you've just been a one club save or whatever you're doing, let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon.